I'm the founder of Women in Power. I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 9 years. And I wanted to shoot this video to encourage you, empower you on some traits that you would need to become successful with your business. So before I get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So I am going to get right into it. So the first thing that you would need, a lot of people lack this. But one of the traits, the first trait is to be consistent. Being consistent in your business is so important. A lot of people start businesses and they don't be consistent. I have coached women on certain things, and it takes more than just me coaching you and you just, or having a coach and not executing. So being consistent is so important. Being consistent in everything that you're doing. So with all of that being said, in order for you to be consistent, you have to have a plan, which brings me to number two, the second trait that you would need. Having a plan is so important. Planning ahead is so important. When you are in a business, you are your own boss. So you are the determining factor of how much money you want to make, when you want to make it. So having a plan is so important. When you're working a regular job, you just know you have to go to work 9 to 5 or however, whatever your schedule is, and they have a plan for you, and you have to do what they say do. But as an entrepreneur, you have to have a plan. So what I do at night on Sundays, to be exact, is I plan out my week on what I want to have accomplished, what goals I want to meet, what milestones I want to meet, what income level I want to be at. Because when you start writing things down, then that's when you're able to know, okay, this is what I need to do to get to this income level, or this is what I need to do. But you have to be consistent and being persistent, which brings me to number three, being persistent in everything that you do, persisting on whatever it is that you need to do the next day, and sticking to it, sticking to what you need to do. But having goals is so important when you have or starting a business. But just knowing, okay, this is what I need to do tomorrow. I need to make this phone call. I need to send out this many emails. I need to make this many cold calls, or whatever it is, whatever marketing technique that you're using. Which brings me to the next trait of having a marketing plan. Having a marketing plan is really important. Most people say have a business plan, but how are you going to let people know about you? Having a business plan is okay. I'm not knocking having a business plan, but one of the things you definitely need is a marketing plan. You have to know how to market. You have to know what's going to work for your business, not just because every marketing technique does not work for every business. Flyers may work for one business, but may not work for the next. So having a marketing plan, there are so many different ways that you can market your business. Um, you can do cold calls, you can send cold emails, you can use social media. So with all of that being said, that brings me to the next trait. So the next trait is definitely being um, the next trait is definitely building relationships. Yay! So yeah, building relationships is extremely important. Building a relationship with whoever you need to build a relationship with in order to benefit you and you benefit them. So building a relationship is just not about you. When you go in to build a relationship, it needs to be two-sided. So with all of that being said, with my nonprofit, it's called Women in Power. Because we are a nonprofit organization, we do rely on donations, sponsorships, and grants in order to stay afloat. So with all of that being said, it's so important for people to know about Women in Power, but not only know about Women in Power, but for me to build that relationship. So for me to build a relationship with whoever I need to build a relationship with for funding, but in exchange, how about they get access to my audience? So it's important to know when you are building a relationship how both of you all can benefit each other. So it just depends on whatever market you're in. I have a babysitting agency, so I did have someone reach out to me on my website and ask me if they can come out to one of my events to market their business. And it's just the simple acts of a meeting or asking for a meeting. This is how you build your relationships, asking to meet with them for lunch, asking them to meet them for coffee or whatever, but just having that initial conversation with them is the start of building a relationship. So I want to challenge you on, if you're watching this, is to send out an email, make a phone call, and if you're trying to reach a goal or accomplish something with a particular company or a particular person, build that relationship with them first before you go into business. Sometimes if you're solving a problem, you probably won't have to build a relationship because you're solving their problem, whatever service or product that you have. But most of the time, if you're trying to land something like really, really big, you have to definitely build a relationship. So I encourage you to do that. Another trait I would suggest is to not quit. Not quit. No entrepreneurship is not overnight. Success is not going to happen overnight. So with that being said, not saying that you can't make money in your business right away. You can. But in order for you to say, hey, I'm going to quit my job, how much money do you need to be making in order for you to say, hey, I'm quitting my job? How much money you need to be making more than what you're making now in order for you to say, hey, I'm quitting my job. This is what I want to do. So with all of that being said, do not quit. If you're passionate about what you're wanting to do in your business, or if you have a gift or if you have a skill set that you know that you can make a business out of, and you just started your business and you're not seeing the results, just know it's going to take time. So do not quit, because if you do quit, that's when you have failed. So I encourage you, do not quit, okay? Also, another trait is to know that there are going to be ups and downs in your business. Some seasons you may not be making what you want to make financially, and some seasons you may be making what you want to make financially. But with all of that being said, just know when you're going into a business, it's not going to be always desirable in your business, but that's life. But just know there are going to be ups and downs in your business. So just know that. Keep that in the back of your mind. Also, another trait is to know, I wouldn't call it a trait, but another thing you need to know is that if you are a new business and you're wanting to succeed in your business, you definitely have to surround yourself around people, successful people. That is so, so, so important. As a coach, it is kind of hard to position myself, okay, to be around a certain person or around successful people. But with that being said, you can do it. It falls back to building that relationship, building relationships with certain people who have more than what you have, or who is on that road to success that you already see is successful. Surround yourself, because what happens is when you surround yourself around those people, they start to give you tips. Okay, this is what you need to do. This is the next step, or this, you can try this idea out. This is how you become successful and master success, is by being around people who are already successful in your field. They necessarily don't have to be in your field, but if they are, that's a plus. But yeah, definitely surround yourself around people who are successful. So another thing that you can do, that you must do if you don't know anything about business, is you need a coach. You definitely need a business coach to be able to coach you step by step. This is what you need to do. You need tax ID. You need this paperwork. This is how you do it. I mean, step by step. Some coaches may be instructional coaches. Like I'm the type of coach where I'm going to show you. I'm not just going to tell you. I am going to show you how to do it. You may have coaches say, well, I need you to do this for homework, but they don't show you. I'm the coach. I'm going to show you how to do it, but you definitely need a coach. It doesn't have to be in your field of what you're doing, but you definitely need to have a coach. Make sure your coach knows what they're doing. Make sure your coach is a small business owner or entrepreneur and have some form of success with what they're trying to coach you on. Okay? So with all of that being said, the last thing that I would definitely have encourage you to do is to network, meet people, especially if you work from home and you're not able to get out Meet people, get out and meet people, not just online. Because we have social media, we can always inbox somebody, or we can, whatever it is, we can do that. But you want to get out and meet people, because everybody's not online. You're not going to be able to reach your target market all the time online through just organically inboxing or whatever. I know a lot of people try to inbox me stuff. They try to inbox me stuff or try to sell me something through Messenger. I don't know you. You have to definitely fall back to building a relationship, but you also have to network. Go to networking events. You can go to Eventbrite. Eventbrite has a lot of stuff that you can go to or find out about for free. It doesn't take a lot to get out and network. I met this one lady. She took every Wednesday just to have coffee or lunch with someone. So, build a relationship with someone or just network. So that's so important, is to network. But those are my traits for you. Please comment below if you have any questions about anything. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell notification. Thank you for watching.